Hello and welcome to Healthy Cleveland. I'm your host, Dan Monroe. Today we're talking about electric lawnmowers and how they can benefit you and your surroundings. My guest today is Christina Yoka. Christina, you're the Chief of Air Pollution Outreach with the Cleveland Department of Public Health. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dan. I'm happy to be here.
Christina, first of all, tell me about your Office of Air Pollution Outreach. What do you do to help benefit Clevelanders?
Absolutely. So I'm in the Department of Public Health in the Division of Air Quality. The Cleveland Division of Air Quality is contracted with Ohio EPA to enforce all of our local rules and regulations that relate to air pollution control. So what this means is if you ever have an air quality concern that is from a facility or somebody's open burning in their backyard, you can contact our office and we will come out, we'll investigate it, see if there is a rule being broken, and if there's a rule being broken, we'll try to get it fixed up.
And what are some of your long-term goals? Are you looking to make our air better, fresher in the long run?
That's the intention. We are hoping to improve air quality within Cleveland and within Cuyahoga County. With our contract with Ohio EPA, this is actually through US EPA as well, and in 1970 there was something called the Clean Air Act that was passed. Since the Clean Air Act was passed, we've tightened regulations around what can be emitted into the air, and we've seen about a 70% reduction in that type of pollution since then. So we're continuing to try to improve the air and tighten those standards.
So now the Department of Public Health and your office are telling residents, now is the time to scrap your old lawnmower and invest in an electric lawnmower. Why are electric lawnmowers so beneficial?
A gasoline-powered lawnmower does not have any type of emission control device. So what that means is when you put in the gasoline, you put in the oil, that's basically just burning. And there's nothing to capture and there's nothing to filter the pollutants that are being generated. With an electric lawnmower, you don't have any of that on-site pollution generation. And so this not only benefits you while you're mowing your lawn, it benefits the region by being able to get these out of circulation.
Less pollution in the air then.
Absolutely.
To get more people to do this, it can kind of bring our levels down some.
It can. And
I got to also think too, I know Sunday mornings I want to relax, but I hear this loud lawnmower going. Mm-hmm. I got to assume electric lawnmowers are somewhat quieter.
They absolutely are. So right now, you and I are talking at a conversational level. A conversational level is about 60 decibels. A gasoline-powered lawnmower mows at 100 decibels. An electric lawnmower, somewhere around 70. So an electric lawnmower is going to be just a little bit louder than what we're talking at right now.
You know, I got to think too, with electric lawnmowers, there's a bit of a financial gain because you're not spending so much money on gas, maybe a little bit on the electrical charging, but that's about it. You're saving some money with these too.
Right, and so you don't have to fill up that gas can. You can just go out if your battery is charged up and just mow your lawn.
Well, the Division of Air Quality, they're saying we have this program now. Talk about the program that will entice our viewers to go out and scrap their old lawnmower and get a new lawnmower.
Right. So Cuyahoga County residents can be eligible to receive a $100 Visa rebate gift card. All they have to do is scrap a gasoline-powered lawnmower, purchase an electric lawnmower, submit proof of each of those activities to our office, and then they can get $100.
Now, we've used that word a couple times already, scrap. Let's talk about that. You cannot sell your lawnmower. You can't just throw away your lawnmower. You need to scrap it. How do people do that?
That's right. So we have a list of local scrap yards that are aware of this program. So we will provide a list of who they are and where they can take it. They'll take in their gasoline-powered lawnmower to that scrap yard, and they will receive a receipt. And on that receipt, it will say that a gasoline-powered lawnmower has been scrapped, and then that's what's submitted to our office.
And for information on exactly how to do this, I'm sure there's a website where people can go to.
Yes, they can go to our website on clevelandhealth.org. They can also call our phone line, which is 216-420-8049, and they can email us.
So how did Cleveland get involved with this type of initiative?
So we're actually a part of a consortium. A few years back, there was an organization called the Lake Michigan Air Quality Directors Consortium. They did a study that looked at all of the pollution within the Great Lakes region. And one of the things that they identified as a way to reduce all of the pollution in our region was through the decirculation of what's called small off-road equipment, SOAR. So these are lawn mowers, these are leaf blowers, small generators. All of those contribute significantly to air pollution. So they identified this as one strategy that can help us meet our attainment goals. Ohio EPA, they caught on to it and they brought together local air agencies like ourselves to see who would be willing to put on a program like this. So we've been working with Akron and a couple other cities around the state of Ohio to offer rebates based off of the region.
Okay. Now I know the program was out last year. It's a new year now. How have things changed? Is there anything new our residents should know about this program?
Yeah, so it's bigger. It's a lot bigger. So yes, last year was our first year running the program, and we had a great response for that. This year, we're very fortunate that we've received additional funding for the program, so we have a lot more rebates to give out. The second thing that's important to note is that this year businesses are eligible. So businesses, as long as they are also willing to scrap a gasoline-powered lawnmower and purchase an electric lawnmower, they are also eligible for the rebate.
You know, one thing I was thinking about these electric lawnmowers, how are they price-wise comparable to the other lawnmowers? Are they more expensive? Are they the same? Or how does that work out?
It works out to be pretty close. It depends on how many bells and whistles you're looking for, but we've seen them come in as low as $200 and some come in at $700. So it really depends on what you're looking for. The other thing to really be aware of when you're purchasing one is if it comes with the batteries. The batteries themselves can be expensive, so looking at the battery cost is also important when you make a decision.
And I can see now why that rebate can come in handy with a gift card once you scrap your lawnmower. I was at the hardware store the other day and I saw what I thought was an electric lawnmower, but I had to plug the lawnmower into an outlet. Is that included with this program?
Those are not eligible. They have to be battery operated. And the reason they're not eligible is that even though they're still utilizing electricity for generation, they're less efficient. So when you look at the same area that's being covered, you would still be producing more emissions with corded lawnmowers.
You know, people watching this is great information. They might have family members that might live outside of Cuyahoga County, maybe in Medina, Summit. Is this program, does it stretch out to them as well?
Our program is only for Cuyahoga County residents, but if you live in Medina or Summit County, you can contact the Akron Public Health Department, and they have their own program that they run.
Well, Christina, this is great information. Let's just recap everything. So, you have an old lawnmower and you want to get an electric. What are the steps again?
With that, you scrap the gasoline-powered lawnmower. We can provide a list of scrappers. Then you purchase an electric lawnmower, submit proof to our office, and as long as all the receipts work out, then you can get your $100 rebate.
All right, let's throw out that website again.
So if you go to www.clevelandhealth.org, you can also call us at 216-420-8049.
All right, fantastic. Well, Christina, I want to thank you so much for being on the show today. This is great information, and hopefully our residents out there take part in this.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you for watching Healthy Cleveland. I'm Dan Monroe. Thanks again for watching TV 20. We are Cleveland.